1st, 2019 Sacramento News and Review. Look what we found.
Sac-rapmento. Michael Colen is a rapper. He's also a math teacher. But that's another story. Colen lays down lines as first degree to DE, making the most of his verbally, throaty voice and dramatic delivery. He's been at it locally for a few decades now. He has rapped with some big names: E40, Tech 9, Mac Dre. A few years back, Colen realized that the city's history of rap music was largely overlooked. He made it his goal to document the genre's early years in the River City, reaching out to artists, conducting interviews. What started as an idea to turn into a blog, then turned into his book, The History of Sacramento Rap, 1982 through 2009. The SN&R talked to Colen about the genre, the movement's local history, and more. When did you start documenting the history of Sacramento Rap? Sacramento News and Review asked question. Well, initially, I wrote a blog on it maybe 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I just realized it's our number one commodity. The story was so rich, and people wanted to know. It needed to be written down, and there was only one person to write it down, so I wrote it and started writing. Started interviewing people. Sacramento News and Review asked question: how much do the people know about the Sacramento's history with rap? It's what people around the world know Sacramento for the most. That was the driving force of this book. Was that if you would go anywhere in the world and they talk about Sacramento, the number one chance you're talking about rap music. And that's powerful, but it's the truth. It's been swept under the rug for a long time. But if you go to Europe, in the continent of Africa, Russia, they're not talking about the Kings, the Farm, the Fork. They're talking about rap music. We have to embrace that. It's our history. So if you don't even have come across any real interesting stories in researching, Sacramento News Review asked question. I would say the number one surprise was the first rap group of all from Sac with the Triple Threat 3. So Russell Simmons came down to Sac with the new group, Run DMC. They had just hit the scene. The Triple Threat 3, they turned the party out and got Russell's attention. They offered him a contract, but they had to leave to go to New York to live, and they turned it down. Two of them wanted to go, one of them didn't want to. So they stuck together and didn't go. It was just fascinating to think, what if they would have just gone? And Sacramento rappers would have been dating back to the Run DMC era. What was that made rap scene fall? During the rise, everybody was working together. Talent was doing well. Teamed up with businesses, folks doing business. Everybody was working together. And then the fall came when people thought they can do it alone. And that's when everything went off on their own way. Artists thought they could do business. Business thought they could do artists. And that was when the fall came. When it fell off the map. We fell off the map. Is that still the case today? Absolutely not. The re-rise came with Mozzie and Lavish D thing. And that's the next book. But now, Sacramento is as big, maybe bigger than ever then. Them and X-Rated is getting released and it's back.
This book just came out, History of Sacramento Rap, The Rise and Fall 1982 to 2009, written by First Degree the DE. First Degree the DE, our brother, is really in tune with Sacramento Rap. He has a nice, beautiful list of other contributors to Sacramento Rap history, including our brother Tony Endz. That's real. So that's why we had to read this for you guys. First Degree the DE is doing the book signing at Underground Books on February 23rd in a few days at Underground Books in Oak Park, California. Meet and greet, book reading discussion with author Michael Colen, aka First Degree the DE, author of the History of Sacramento Rap. 2 p.m. February 23rd, 2019 at the Underground Books in Oak Park. Check it out. Tony Endz, Endz Rene, First Degree the DE. We're going to be reading you his book. We're not doing this for sale or for any profit. This is just the reading of the History of Sacramento Rap. If you haven't already, go purchase the book or come by on the 23rd so you can get a signed copy, inshallah ta'ala. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Learn your Sacramento rap history.